Alright, we got a long way.
You know, it's so funny. I just came from over there. That's where I live, so it works out great.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Awesome, I'm good.
All right. You're visiting family?
That was my family. Now I'm seeing some friends.
Ah, okay. Are you from Chicago or just visiting Chicago?
Not from Boston.
Boston, okay. So you're coming in from out of town. Got to see everybody.
Yeah.
So that's good. You got the parents out of the way. Now you can go have fun.
That's my my aunt.
Oh, okay. Your aunt. Okay. You just coming to visit or coming?
Yeah,
to work
just through Monday.
Sure. Oh, okay. Cool.
So of course it's Pride weekend, so that's the main purpose.
Oh, is it Pride weekend?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Oh,
so
that's
it's gonna be a madhouse.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Yeah, it absolutely is. That's gonna be great.
Last time I went was here to Chicago was 10 years ago. So
oh wow. Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Do they do a good Pride in Boston? Do they even bother? Or?
It's minuscule compared to here.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. Did you know Chicago actually had the first gay Pride
Outside.
parade? Like it was like the first city to do one, and it was the first that had like, you know, that was like Boys Town is like the gay part of Chicago, or was.
Yeah.
That was the first time that had ever happened in any town. Was there like a gay section of it? Was Chicago, and I learned that at the last Pride. Somebody was telling me about it.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I had no idea. That's really cool.
First parade in neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, which I think is pretty awesome. Or actually, but you know what? I think the first gay Pride parade was not that. There was, I forget her name. It was a woman who was like a cross-dresser.
Yeah.
And she had, that was where the first parade started. So actually, I think that was New York.
Yeah,
But
Stonewall riots.
Stonewall riots, there you go. So that was the first Pride. And then the first town, the first part of town that was like the gay part of town was Chicago. That's their only clue. But I might have my history completely incorrect. You know? What do you do out in Boston?
Well, I work in BioTech.
BioTech.
Yes. So, quality systems.
Okay. Quality systems.
So, our company designs a cartridge that has an enzyme trapped inside that doesn't escape.
Okay.
So this enzyme is called lipase. It breaks down fat.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is for people who normally can't break down fat.
Mm-hmm.
So patients who have like cystic fibrosis or pancreatic enzyme insufficiency, or they have like short bowel syndrome.
Sure. Okay.
So they're usually requiring like tube feedings as part of their daily routine. So while they use tube feedings, their formulas will go through the cartridge, and then that's where the fat gets broken down.
Sure. I actually had a friend with cystic fibrosis out of high school, so I was familiar with. He had to take something when he would eat. He had to break it down.
Yeah. So this replaces the pills, the enzyme.
Okay.
Big pills, big
Sure.
enzyme pills.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay, yeah, because I remember it was like quite a bit that they had to take. They had to take for a while.
Yeah. So and the cartridge is like has up to like 90% efficacy for breaking down fat. So it really helps the patients absorb the proper nutrients that they need.
Sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. What part of the process are you involved in? Like, what do you do?
So I do quality systems. So
Okay.
that's documentation, internal training, making sure we're meeting FDA guidelines.
Okay. I see. So that's like it's almost quality control, but it's like making sure that you're following.
It's quality assurance.
Assurance.
Yeah.
Okay, quality assurance. Yeah. Okay.
Not allowed. No longer for me.
I see. Was that something you did before you were in the lab?
I was in a clean room.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of biotech out in the Boston area. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I work when I'm not doing this 9 to 5. I'm a cloud infrastructure engineer.
Okay.
So I'm constantly getting recruited by like companies that are out there, tech companies that want to move to the cloud and want to put their servers and stuff up there. So I'm familiar with that. It's so interesting, Boston. It's like there's the city of Boston, and then there's like the MIT people. It's like two completely different Bostons depending on who you're talking to.
That's right. They're kind of weird, but they're smart.
Yeah, right. That's so interesting. Yeah, that's So did you have like were you working in biotech and biology yourself? Is that like what you went to school for, or?
Yeah, I went to school for biology, but that was just for my degree. But once you land in industry, you basically just stay there. So, yeah, just landed in industry.
Nice. Did you have something you wanted to do? Was there like a
No, I really didn't know what was going to happen after college.
Oh, that's so fun. Okay. So you just went to school, you said, I'm going to study biology, and we'll just, whatever happens, happens. See?
Just get my degree and get a job. That's the goal.
Sure. But it's easy, at least with biology, it seems like you're in a vein. You wanted to study people, because you could have gone finance, you could have gone technology, you could have gone...
I'm not good with my own taxes.
There you go. Yeah, so you said people. I think I know the human body, how it works. I'm going to study that one. Yeah, because I think it's it's fascinating, like biology as a whole, because there's different types, right? There's microbiology, marine biology, plant biology, right?
Yeah.
There's all these different organisms that's on planet Earth. So did you specialize in humans specifically?
So biology is just the general study of life forms and ecosystems.
Okay.
How it interacts with the environment.
Yeah.
Whereas the human body is more human anatomy and physiology.
Sure. Okay.
Which I sucked at.
I gotcha. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's interesting.
Was never good at chemistry.
Okay, yeah.
I had a mathematics professor who recommended I study mathematics, but I don't know, it just intimidated me. So.
Sure. Oh, that's funny. Because I feel like chemistry can be very mathy too. You have to understand the molecules and ratios and proportions and what they're going to do.
There's a lot of memorization. But most professors will allow you like a cheat sheet on a 3x5.
Okay, just
I have tiny handwriting, so I can fit a little more than the average student.
Right. That's the real skill. Tiny, right?
That is a skill.
Oh, it absolutely is.
People are always impressed by my small handwriting.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. Does that ever help you out in what you do now in quality assurance? You have to fit like tiny little...
No, they complain that it looks like a print by a computer.
Oh, wow. Do you do it by hand?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So calligraphy, it sounds like that's something
it's
you're good
kind of
at.
like calligraphy, but not as beautiful, I guess.
Well,
I renewed my passport recently. I got rejected because of my signature looked like it was printing.
Oh wow!
So I had to resend them my application, and I even attached the notarized letter that it's not computer written.
Wow!
But after that, they gave me my passport. So.
That's wild. Well, that's interesting because you have to sign your ID too, don't you? You have to put a signature on that. And I learned there's a meme where somebody was like, when I was 16 years old, I thought it would be funny to sign my name and draw a little cat on it. They're like, now that I'm 30 and I'm buying a house, I have to put that cat on it, or they think it's a fake signature.
I put hearts on my eyes.
Oh, good for you. Well, that's good. Yeah, so you just have to put the hearts.
What computer would do that?
Exactly. One would think.
Anyways, it's a skill, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not artsy, but
I was gonna ask.
That's about as artsy as I can get.
That's surprising because it takes skill to be able to create the same letters like that over and over, but you don't draw, you don't do anything else. I'm the opposite. I sketch, I draw, I color. My teachers would always be like, "You're a great artist, but your handwriting is awful. So why is that?"
I can sketch like better than the average person.
I bet. Yeah. Well, that's good. So at least you got that skill. That's good. Yeah.
Like my car will look like a real car. Like it's not gonna be,
there won't be flair.
It's not gonna be a box.
Sure, right. It'll be a car that'll look like a car.
It'll have perspective. It'll have vanishing points.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a skill. That sounds pretty great. But that's
I kept something from school.
Oh, good for you. That's funny. There's a great book I read called Drawing from the Right Side of the Brain, because the art happens on the right side according to how they break it down. And they said that that being able to sketch things, it's not about your skill in drawing, it's being able to draw what you see in front of you. To say, the shape of that car is, like you said, not a rectangle, it has a wave to it, it has a curve to it, and be able to draw the curve as you see it, or to be able to draw something you imagine. It's the same thing, where it's like, this is not something you're creating. And that, because that's what a lot of people, when they draw a nose or an ear, they draw their idea of a nose, not the nose that they actually see in front of them.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're already ahead of the game. If you ever want to switch careers into being a sketch artist or something.
I don't think I'm fast enough to be a sketch artist.
Oh, that's so funny. So do you like the quality assurance? Do you think that's the career, or?
Yeah, I think I'll be there. My current job, I've been there like 10 years. So.
Oh wow, okay. Nice. So you figure the thing.
It's comfortable.
Great. Okay. That makes sense. Sometimes it's life is what we do.
Some of these companies they go flat. They lay off people.
Yes.
Our company is actually growing for its small size.
That's great. That's good news. Yeah. So you have the stability and you have stuck with it. So that's good. You stick with it. And I always say sometimes work is what you do to pay for the things you want to do.
Right.
For the after hours when you do your hobby.
I can't not work. Living in Boston is an expensive market.
Yeah, I bet. Are you from here originally, or are you from Boston originally?
I've lived in Massachusetts for 30 years.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know how affordable it is compared to here. I grew up in California, so everywhere's cheap for me. Yeah. But Chicago's definitely catching up. I wonder how Boston's doing. I haven't looked into it.
It's not cheap.
Not cheap. Oh no.
Traffic is not good either.
Sure, and I know one of the issues with Boston too is their infrastructure, because it's a historic city. They don't want to update it, right? They want to keep a lot of the streets are the same. They don't want to add new highways, new roads.
Yep. Most people, like outside of the city, don't want to redevelop to more dense housing.
Sure.
Even though these places are like on paths of public transit hubs, like subway stations or commuter rail stations.
Yeah.
There's just a big pushback.
Of course. Yeah.
Because they want to preserve the character of the town.
Right.
Even though it could actually benefit them.
Oh, of course.
But
that and this was actually the person I dropped off before you. We were talking about. So they're Indian, and he's gay, and he came out to his family. And we talked about how India holds a lot of traditionalism, a lot of the holdover, because it's illegal to be gay in India. And he was talking about how it's these people hold on to the way things were. They want things to be how it was without changing, and that's a lot of that. We want the Boston culture. When we moved here, here's how it is. We want everything to be exactly how we remember it, and it's unfortunate how much that holds things back as far as progress goes, both in laws and letting people do things, but also in preventing a city from growing. Because Boston has a ton of people. It should be completely different than it is.
there's a ton of people. They want to move there. It's just nobody can find a place.
Exactly, and it's I think hampering Boston.
And we even have a migrant crisis. So
Really?
there's no place for them either.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. But that's Chicago had to deal with it. But Chicago at least had places, so now that's not the case in Boston. I had no idea. So did somebody send a bunch of migrants up to Boston?
Oh, the typical ones, the DeSantis, the Texas governor.
Yeah, that was the one that
Florida
sent
governor
too. Yeah, exactly.
Sent them on a plane to like Martha's Vineyard, which is like an exclusive,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
for the rich kind of island.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous. it's just, these are people, you know.
I mean, they were promised like housing and
Exactly.
jobs.
Oh yeah, and like that to
There's
me, that's
clearly nothing.
Right.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
And these towns who the governor is sending them to, they say there's just no room.
Right, of course. Yeah, of course. They said there's nowhere to go. There's no place to put anybody. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So I'm Mexican, but like if you look at DNA, Mexican DNA is 99.98% native. It's the same. Like these people that were migrants had been coming up and down. Like this land is all contiguous. It's all connected. There was a tribe that would often go from South America, like near Peru, all the way up to Canada and down because they were following the herds. Like it's all been the same thing. There's no migrant, and this is my thing. Like I said, like Europeans crossed an ocean, created an imaginary border, and then started calling us immigrants. But like we were here already. They crossed the whole ocean to make America. Like we're not the immigrants, but that's neither here nor there, you know, as far as that goes. Yeah. So what's Boston doing with the migrants that were sent there?
At one point, they were in the airport terminal.
Wow. Okay.
Another time, there were some like hotels that were like not full hotels, but like kind of abandoned, I guess. Not operational.
Sure. Okay.
So they were using that.
Okay.
And now they're seeking out towns around the state.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, Chicago, I think they provided a lot, which is good. And then now you see some people that are Chicagoans are like, well, they're not helping the homeless, they're not helping the people here, which is true, which is like, okay, you're right. So we have to do something about that. But they're lashing out at people that are immigrants, lashing out at what they're doing, which is really unfortunate.
How do you like Chicago?
It's cold, as you noticed.
Yeah, it's been cold.
It was summer 2 days ago, but here it is. It's cold. I grew up in California, so it's like it's
southern.
I grew up in Northern California, but then I lived in LA for my 20s. So I was in both. So I grew up in wine country. If you're familiar with that, yeah. And then I moved to LA. I like LA because it's always hot. It's always 70, 80.
Yeah.
Like I love that. So I like that, and it's a dry heat. There's no humidity in California.
Yeah.
I never experienced it before I moved here. So that's just, but I tell my daughter, I go, listen, if they were to take Chicago and put it in Los Angeles, I would never leave it. I really would. The people are great. There's a ton of culture. I'm a foodie, if you couldn't tell. I like the food, so it's great.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. Again, there's 3 million people, so there's a lot of culture, a lot of diversity, which I really like. Again, I was telling the passenger that I was driving, because he and I lived in the same area of North Chicago. I picked him up like 3 blocks from my house. But I was like, when I'm here on a warm day, you see a couple from every type of couple. So there's, they're gay, straight, whatever, of every cultural mix. You're going to see walk down the street holding hands, because that's just Chicago. It's so diverse here. There's just people from everywhere in the world. And I really love that about cities and about Chicago in general. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun. How is it? You said you haven't been here in 10 years. Does it look the same, or is it all different so far?
I haven't really explored like the Loop area.
Okay.
I was just hanging out with my family for the past day and a half, so
okay.
I asked to be shown like their local likes.
Okay.
What was that? Pintorellis.
What is that?
It's like a hot dog place.
Oh, Portillo's? Portillo's. Sure. They said you got to go to Portillo's.
Yeah. Got the hot dog.
Okay.
What else did we go? Rainbow cone
ice cream. Okay, so you went down 95th Street. I know where you went. Right where I used to live over there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay.
And then yesterday we went to a brewery, Mars.
Okay, Mars Brewery. Okay.
Yeah, it's like in an industrial park.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, so that's interesting. Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Just low key.
Sure. Well, yeah, you're gonna be here for Pride, so I imagine you're gonna be very busy.
Yeah. So
yes.
the parade Sunday.
It's Parade Sunday. Okay. Are you doing
We
any,
leave Monday night.
leave
so
Monday night?
we're good,
Okay, so
we're
you got a
good.
little time. Good. Okay. So then.
Yeah, my
Saturday-
husband's already here. So.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay. Do you two have plans for anything?
Well, yeah. So he's here for a gay flag football game.
Oh, fun.
So
Okay.
he's reffing.
Oh, he's a referee. Okay.
Yeah. So he was reffing today, 5 games.
Nice. Okay. Wow.
So Boston sends a team.
Uh-huh.
There's teams from other cities around the country.
Sure.
But Chicago hosts this gay bowl every year.
I had no idea. That sounds so fun. Okay.
Yeah, and it's always a great time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's been 10 years.
And so he's at the gay bowl now.
They just finished, so
Okay.
now it's like the party. So it's gay recreational sports. So it's not.
Yeah.
It's serious, but well, we like to have a good time.
Yeah. Nobody's trying. Yeah, it's flag football. Nobody's trying to get too up and crazy about it. We're just trying to have fun. That makes sense to me. Yeah. That sounds cool. I hadn't known that, but that's cool. And it's interesting. So it's specifically a gay recreational league, like they say. Like.
Yep, it's National Gay Flag Football.
Okay.
That's who runs it.
Okay. Nice. How long have you been married?
6 years.
6 years. How'd you two meet?
Well, online.
Online.
But 17 years ago.
Sure. Oh wow, online. So you've been married 6 years, but you've been together 17?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. So you were online when it was like dating websites, not dating apps.
Dating websites.
Yeah, that's where I started.
That's what you call it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, 2006, before even an iPhone existed.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that was me in LA. I was over on OkCupid and Plenty of Fish, but when they were websites, not when they were apps, you know. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Oh, that's great. So you two met 17 years ago, and you just kind of hit it off and said, "Okay, that's it."
It took a while, but you know.
It
You're together 10 years, and then you decide, okay, maybe we'll just get married.
Right. We've been here this long. We're technically, what is it called?
I've known a friend of mine was together 9 years, but they split up. So
Really?
just recently. So yeah, you never know. Give it time.
It's very true. That is very true. Sometimes people really, you never know how it goes. When I say 17 years is a pretty
Some
great
people,
amount of time.
meet a week and then they're married already.
Yeah. My wife, we met in September, and we just got married in June, so it took about 9 months. So,
Congrats.
Right, but it went kind of quick, thanks. But yeah, we went. I feel like we went quick, but it was like we knew, we just hit it off. It was just too good not to. We don't want to waste time, so it's like, all right, we're just gonna do it now. But I think it can go either way. You seem like the type. Seems like you had a job for 10 years, and this guy. So it seemed like you're like, I like what I like. I'm going for it. This is my thing. I'm sticking to it. So that's good. You're not scared of commitment. That's cool.
Well, he was the one to propose. So
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
I was waiting for that.
I got you. Okay.
But yeah, things are good.
That's
Yeah,
good.
we're off to like a party.
Uh-huh.
So he's a ref for the games, so it'll be for all the refs and their partners
Yeah.
down in Montrose area.
Oh yeah, a ton of great stuff around Montrose too. You're not far from Wrigley, and on Friday there's a ton of stuff to do. Does your husband have as cool of a mustache as you do, or are
No,
you?
he's got a beard though.
Okay, he got the beard. Okay.
Now the handlebars it's definitely not common.
Yeah, exactly.
So when we see each other, we just give each other a compliment.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're right. Not a lot of people can, and it's hard to even do the handlebar to have. The
It's
hair
just an extra hold like wax or hair fiber.
Mhm.
A strong hair gel and a blow dry usually does the trick for me.
Ah, okay. So it's a technique thing. I thought it was like you have to have enough hair, but
Well, the hair has to be long,
Yeah.
so that's a given.
yeah,
But you have to hold it in place. So
sure, okay. And that's where the blow dry and some gel. That's a good tip. I'm gonna have to note that down just in case I'm ready for the handlebar. But
if it's gonna be like a long day, then I'll use like a school glue, small amount,
Okay.
and then hair dry it in place.
Oh, really? A school
And
glue?
that's a very good hold.
Ah, that's a great tip.
The white glue.
The white glue.
The white glue. Yeah.
We have a ton
It's
of
non-toxic.
Yeah.
It just washes off, but
Yeah.
it has a stronger hold than the gel.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I have a ton of that 'cause my kid makes slime. So, yeah.
But you definitely gotta blow dry it.
Okay, yeah, because you don't, yeah, you gotta make sure you don't put too much of your mustache doesn't look all white, you know. I guess, I mean, mine's getting there anyway, so I'm getting old. So.
We all are. We're the lucky ones.
Right, exactly. That's what we call it. I've noticed, I feel like people seem to start getting gray earlier nowadays. I don't know what the deal with that is. Like, I think I started getting gray in my 20s, but that is when I had a kid, so that might have had something to do with it.
My husband was gray at 26, so
Ah, see, there you go.
a clump of gray in the front.
Yeah.
And in the past 5 years, it's starting to more white and more gray now.
I see.
In a good way.
Sure,
In a good
no,
way.
it's like you said, it's the lucky ones. It's a sign you're living, you know, so it makes sense. Oh, that's another spot too. There's what's
Navy
it called?
Pier?
Navy Pier. I don't know if you've been there.
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, okay.
I called it by name.
You knew the name, so you've been there.
Yeah, we got the popcorn
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
in the tin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
The Garrett's. Yeah, once you do it, it's very
That's
touristy.
that's like where my family takes us, like
Yeah, okay.
touristy spots. I like more like local stuff.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Yeah, to see what's yeah, you're gonna see in Montrose. There's a ton of stuff. You just go around that area.
Yeah, I don't really know Montrose.
Oh yeah, yeah, and you're not far from Ravenswood, which is a really great part of Chicago. Again, tons of little microbreweries, ton of little pizza spots. I used to work right there, so it was like, oh, we go to lunch, we go someplace new, check stuff out. But there's a ton of Montrose. And I think the rain's gonna stop. No, it's gonna rain tomorrow, and then Sunday it's actually gonna be a great day. So it's gonna be awesome. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna plan on driving for it then. That's great. Yeah, traffic is usually nuts, but it's like you get like just cool people that get in the car and just have fun and have fun conversations. That's what I really like about it. Visit Boston. What's something you would tell me to do? Like if you go here, check this out. Go here.
So you're a foodie.
Yeah.
Are you into seafood?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So seafood is awesome there.
Oh, nice. Okay, good to know.
So
Yeah,
whether it's
I
like
see
clam
food.
chowder or a lobster roll or
Oh, nice.
even
Okay.
a big scrod,
Ooh, okay. Right.
clams, oysters,
Okay.
you name it. It's good.
Nice. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Right, they've got the New England chowder, right? So they have their own.
Yeah,
food.
New England style, so it's white and creamy with
Yeah.
clams and a little potatoes,
Yeah, exactly.
some celery.
Nice. Okay. So gotta check the seafood out. All right.
The brewery scene is booming a bit.
Nice. Okay.
So
Cool.
whether you're in the city or just outside, you can find some good microbrews.
Okay. Cool.
The biggest one of all is Sam Adams.
Oh, right. They're not even a microbrewery anymore, right?
They're borderline.
Yeah. Okay. And I know they have. a
But
lot of
they are
different
the
ones.
biggest,
Yeah.
followed by like Harpoon, which you probably know.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard of them. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I forgot Sam Adams. And then I know like Boston was like the first city in America, so like they probably got a lot of historical stuff.
Oh, I thought it was Montreal,
Was it
first
Boston?
established city in North America.
Oh well, maybe North America, but like America, right? In the United States, I think it was Boston, right?
It's pretty up there, 1630.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I might be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Turns out I don't know anything about history. We'll just. Go
I'm
with
not
that.
good with history either, but
Better than me at least. You
but
need
yeah,
Stonewall?
Boston has
Yeah.
great seafood.
Nice. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Italian.
Good-
We're known for a good Italian food.
Okay, good Italian food.
Yeah, in our north end.
Sure. What's like the best pizza spot you would say if I was gonna go there and get some pizza? What would I go?
Well, Boston doesn't usually top the list for pizza.
Sure. Okay,
That's more like New Haven, Connecticut, or New York.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. It's objective.
Okay.
For the Boston pizza scene.
Okay.
Do I have a favorite there? I guess the ones that are nearby.
Whatever's convenient.
I find most pizza very, very, very good.
I get
like,
what you mean.
Not the mom and pop shop, but like the specialty ones.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, and it's hard to say. It's hard to have bad pizza because pizza in general is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just by itself, so it's hard.
I'm not the best pizza judge. Because I say every pizza is good.
Sure. Okay.
I usually go against like Domino's or Papa John's, so I'm a little contentious there. But
yeah. Same here. So I get it. I'm the same. It's like, give me a local made pizza spot. Give me a one-off, not a chain. I'm the same way. So where would be like your favorite place? Where's a place that you like go to more often than others? Would you say?
For pizza?
Or anything. I mean, anything. Your number one spot where you're like, this is the
I like to like go to different places, so I try. If it's just like fast casual stuff, there's like a vegetarian place that I like, but it's not like fancy or anything.
Sure.
It's more like a bowl that it's kind of like Chipotle but for vegetarian.
Nice. Okay, that's cool. Do they have a decent vegetarian food scene out in Boston?
I'm not heavily vegetarian, more pescatarian.
Okay.
I would say no.
Okay.
Not like New York.
Sure. Yeah.
Or DC even.
Yeah. Even honestly, Chicago has a great vegan and vegetarian food scene. Usually. Yeah. I had a baker I was driving, and he was telling me about how he's converting all of these like really cool recipes into vegan dishes as well. So that was really cool. We talked like an hour about it. So it's
But I'm also not seeking it out. So
I get you.
If I see something on the menu, I'll order like a veggie, plant-based food.
Sure.
But I'm not seeking out restaurants that are specifically
makes sense.
Vegetarian. So.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The seafood in Chicago, pretty terrible. There's no oceans, and again, I'm from California, so I'm very picky about it. Yeah, so I was pretty disappointed. And I'm trying to think. It took me like 2 years to like the sushi. So that's what I would say. But if you like fried fish, they've got fried fish.
I try to avoid the fried fish.
Yeah, see, so that's I kind of thought.
Yeah, we're definitely Boston's lucky to have the ocean there.
That's great. Yeah, that helps so much.
Kind of what keeps me in the East Coast.
Okay.
My husband wants to move to Chicago, but I don't want to be away from the ocean.
I'm 100% with you. I miss it. I'm only here until my
Even though the ocean where we are is like freezing all the time, it's still the ocean.
It's still there. It's a smell. Like this lake looks like an ocean, but it doesn't smell like an ocean.
Oh yeah, he would love the lake.
Yeah,
it's like he loves fresh water over the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's nice. You can get in the water when it's warm. Like I live a couple blocks from the lake.
You're not allowed to go in the water?
Oh no, you are when it's warm. It's not. You can go when it's cold if you want. I'm just saying when I go, I wait until it's warm. Once it's like 85, like consistently, the water feels like you're going into a bath. It's so nice. But you can get in when it's cold. I don't mind it when it's cold. I take cold showers anyway, so I'm fine with it anyway. But you can get in. There's no law. They say as long as you're north of downtown, then the water's fine. That's the rule, or at least what people told me about it. I have no idea if it's true. One really good. Well, you wouldn't like it. It's Lucy's. It's uptown, but it's.
We were there. On Friday.
You were there? Oh, you went there?
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah, they're pretty good. It's a very well-known one, but it's like fried food. So
I had the Impossible Burger.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, just from here.
We were trying to seek out the Salam Ethiopian, but they were closed, so we went to Lucy's instead.
If you like Ethiopian food, Demera is the best one. They're on Broadway, and they're like a couple of blocks down. They're my favorite restaurant in Chicago is Demera Ethiopian.
All right.
So good. Ethiopian Diamond is the number 2. Ethiopian, also about 5 minutes away. All right.
Awesome.
Frederick,
well, thanks for the safe journey and the convo.
You know what's funny? I'm actually going to order Ethiopian food for dinner. That was my plan. So.
All right, enjoy your evening.
Hey, thank you. You too. Have a good one.